I had, like, everything. Like, besides the Humongous Entertainment stuff I had Clue Finders, I had Reading Rabbit, I had Schoolhouse Rock. I just had, like, a lot of educational stuff, and I loved it.
Yeah. By the way, this is the final 2 stages.
Yay! It's the final countdown! Oh no.
By the way, this,
Another infiltration!
Yep, infiltration. You have to get by without being detected again.
By any enemies. Except the Hawkbird rocket things.
Yeah.
They can hit you. The problem is, some of these enemies are actually guarding things. So, you actually do have to attack them. Or use your Team Blast if you're lazy.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, SVO can go through lasers.
Well, when you're invisible, apparently lasers don't affect you.
I wonder where you were going down.
I don't think I was able to even go even move.
Oh yeah, I was like, go invisible here. Nah. Yes, I was an educational freak as a kid. Well, because my mom always bought this stuff for me. Because, you know, they wanted to stimulate my mind.
Yeah.
And I even had Magic School Bus software. I had astronomy, dinosaurs, and rocks. Yeah, that explains my love for trivia and brain stimulation games, because they just remind me back then.
I never really liked the education games.
I really just had nothing else to do. As a kid, I would just watch TV. I wasn't really that into video games.
Yeah.
I just played stuff on the computer. I remember the one time I had to stay home from school for 2 days. I wasn't sick, my mother was sick. It was back with Littlefield, where if she was sick, I was sick because she was my ride. I spent the whole 2 days playing Clue Finders reading adventures. And 3rd grade adventures.
Come
Plus
on,
also
hey, there we go.
Plus also Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock was amazing.
It was.
Oh well. I personally think if people brought back Schoolhouse Rock, that would actually teach more.
I know. By the way, yeah, I don't know what just happened. It was just like, oh, time to switch to speed phase. Nope.
Oh, okay. But, I don't know. I'm
like,
just kind of an all games kind of girl.
That reminded me from the video Brendel Floss uploaded.
Oh yeah, that.
Don't punch.
Don't ever buy a console at launch. You know it's true.
It is true because pretty much what is it? It does there's not really that many good games when the console first releases.
It usually takes about a year or 2.
Yeah.
Look at the Wii. The Wii, all that was out was Wii Sports.
Yeah.
When I got it, it was
and then a year later, Mario Galaxy came out.
Everyone loved it.
Yep.
Or when the DS came out.
When the DS came out, mainly all there was Brain Age and Mario 64.
Yeah. And Mario Party DS, because one person in school actually had it.
Mario Party DS didn't come out till like 2009.
Oh, I didn't know.
2008, 2009.
Ah, I don't know then. I know Super Mario 64 came out because one person in my school was actually into games, showed me the cover art for it, saying he got a DS.
Yeah.
Because we were the only two in the entire school that loved Mario.
One thing that I still can't grasp: why is Mario 64 like everyone's absolute favorite Mario game?
I don't know. Probably because it's classic. It's kind of like how every Zelda fan's top favorite game usually is Ocarina of Time.
I know, which is, and they don't even want to give any other games, even any other Zelda games. Like they say, like it's like the other Zelda games are the worst in the series.
No, they say
they'll never top. Well, pretty much like any game, they'll just be like, it's good, but it just won't top Ocarina of Time.
I've seen people talk shit about Skyward Sword.
People keep talking shit about Skyward Sword because of the freaking motion controls.
They're not bad at all.
The only thing people are bitching about is the motion controls.
I actually love the motion controls. I felt like I was actually Link.
Yeah. Well, when it was first being like, you know, trailered and everything, people are saying it was said that, you know, Link will, like, however you swing, Link will swing the exact same way. That's the thing that threw people off, because when they saw that you can only swing in 8 directions, then everyone was like, nope, this game sucks.
I personally like it because, you know, holding that, and when you're like in a fierce battle with Girahim or a boss or something, I feel like I'm actually part of the game.
Yeah. It hurts like hell.
You saw me at the first. You first saw me when I was first playing the game, and I never used my frickin' shield.
Yeah, I was like, by the way, this game wants you to use your shield.
Oh, I never used my shield in the other Zelda games.
Didn't you kind of have to in Twilight Princess, though? Well, I mean, what?
I think so. But I never did, and I think that explains how I died a lot.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, you need to use the shield. The shield is actually your friend this time.
And gravity's not your friend here.
Oh well. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that everyone's saying that the game is shit, and pretty much the biggest question, you know, that they didn't even play the game long enough, is you have to ask them this simple question: how long did you actually play?
I only played 5 minutes. It was shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
because apparently 5 minutes are like
5 minutes.
Because apparently 5 minutes is like the only time you need to get a full grasp of how a game is.
Well, okay, I'm kind of guilty with that because I played 5 minutes of Animal Crossing.
Well, Animal Crossing is pretty much the game already throws you into motion 5 minutes in.
Yeah, but I didn't like it because I thought it moved really slow, and I was like, what's the point of this?
In my opinion, Animal Crossing isn't a game that is like should be like everyone's like ultimate like game to play, or is like the best game in the world.
No, I don't think that either.
It's kind of like a guilty pleasure game.
I will admit, some of the parts of Animal Crossing is cute, but I'm just not into it. Also, I don't like life simulation games. Like Sims
you have to
stuff.
I know, Sims got... I still don't get the hype with the Sims. People say it's like amazing, you get to do all this stuff and whatnot. It's like, you get to pretty much kill your own... the people you create if you wanted to, because you're God.
And you get to see them eat and sleep and have sex.
Yeah.
Yay.
It feels empty.
I don't get the hype of all life simulation games either.
I mean, I'm fine with Animal Crossing. It's pretty much like, you know, for the cute. It's really cute. I can say that it's cute.
Yeah, I can say it's cute too from what I've seen.
I'm okay with playing it, though I only like to play it maybe like once or twice a day for like maybe like an hour at a time.
Well, I've seen people play it for like 10 hours per day.
Well, I have a friend who plays it a lot. She loves
Yeah.
to play it.
Yeah, I figured that.
But really, it seems like she plays it just so you know, she can play with her friends on it because Animal Crossing just feels empty without having friends to play with.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I just don't like simulation games where it's like you have to play through it day by day. Yeah, Persona's fine because you can just go skip through the day.
Oh yeah, by the way.
What?
We didn't explain this mission. This is completely pointless.
It is. You have to find 5 keys.
By the way, the ending cutscene where you have to get when you had to get all the keys.
Spoil it. Shh.
People know this game. They know this game by now.
Well, they'll see in like 5 minutes.
You mean about in 20?
Whatever. Still.
No, seriously, in like 20 minutes because there's still like another 20 minutes of the video.
I know, but still.
I think I died.
I don't know. Final Fortress though is the hardest stage in Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
And mostly because it's thrown with tons of enemies.
It's thrown with enemies that are really cheap.
Very cheap, especially this one who just throws up a shield.
Yeah. And now go and get the rest of the one.
Oh god, I remember trying to help Kevin to get all 10 keys in this. And the fact that I fell through the floor like 5 times.
Yeah, that's nice. One thing that pretty much a lot of people can agree on is that everyone needs to stop bitching about everything that a game has.
I know.
I'm sorry it's not elitist like apparently Call of Duty is.
I'm sorry it's not perfect like Halo or... I kind of say I do like how Pacific Rim looks, but I kind of would rather just watch people play it. I don't want to play it myself.
I don't really like playing first-person shooter games. It bores me.
It's not a first-person shooter game. It's a fighting game.
Well,
but
you know what I mean.
They're giant robots and monsters, so they move really slow.
It's like Godzilla. Pretty much, if how you're explaining it is, it's pretty much Godzilla.
Yeah, pretty much. I will say it does look really cool. It does look really, cool graphics-wise. I don't want a slow fighting game. I want my characters to actually
have
move.
The freedom of movement.
Like Persona 4 Arena, where you can just go, meh, or like Mortal Kombat.
The one thing, though, that you probably have to agree on with Persona 4 Arena is this. You know how Persona is like really heavy on story and everything.
Yeah.
Arena, everyone can agree on this. The story is just kind of cheaply tacked on.
It kind of is, but at least it actually had a bit of a story.
Yeah,
and not just fighting games where like we're just fighting because we can.
Yeah, it's mainly it's just to. It's kind of just like hey, this is what happened, because pretty much they were like in Persona 4. A lot of people who actually watch people play Persona 4 should know this by now. There's like hundreds of thousands of people, like millions of people who actually play the game. They should know this by now that in Persona 4, they even agreed to the main character, or Narukami.
Or Setasoji.
Fuck that. That name is just really lame.
It sounds like a couch.
But
it sounds like a brand of furniture.
I know. But pretty much, him and Yosuke both agreed to, you'll be here for Golden Week, right? And pretty much Persona 4 Arena takes place during Golden Week, or the very start of Golden Week.
Yes.
So it feels... So basically it's just, shit happens. Shit happens. Like
they're used to shit happening by now.
Just as you is there to visit for the week.
I did like that they did tie in Persona 3 and Persona 4 characters in an actual good way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since pretty much there was pretty much like a whole 1 year gap, like game-wise, like in the game-wise, it's pretty much Persona 3 and Persona 4. There's just a total of a whole 1 year gap between the characters, or a 2 year gap.
Well, the Persona 4 characters, it's only been like 2 weeks, or 2 weeks, or 2 months. I forget.
Like
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months since the story.
But also, but the thing is, you got also understand, Yu just lives in a Yu Narukami just lives in a city that you can just take a train ride.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to take a plane. Still, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
At least it actually wasn't just, oh, we're fighting because we can. It actually had a thing like,
it had a good story, but you know, it's pretty much since you're playing as different characters, it felt like, you know, pretty much just the story repeated itself.
Well, I still wonder what the hell Nato said to be through.
I know. Before I even got the game, I was just, you know, watching like all the cutscenes, because I know that the battles are pretty much played like the same way. Each character though has different traits and whatnot, but it's like,
yeah.
I saw like Naoto's story.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the heck did I even say about her?
And the fact that everyone thought Naoto was a boy.
because they pretty much they only saw her. Oh yeah, that's right. 3 of those, I didn't attack them. So basically, wombo combo.
No triple combo.
Well, I mean, it was wombo comboed because...
Yeah, I know.
Eggman hit, and then they just came up from behind. It's like, hey, what's up? Nom.
And the fact that, you know, Akito was just like, protein.
I know.
That was funny. Or I forget what Akito said to Kanji or something.
At first he said take your clothes off, apparently.
Yeah, he did. He said.
Yeah, he said take your clothes.
Take off your clothes.
But
when
he actually really meant was just take off your jacket, or at least put it on right, since Wanaki Hiko saw it, and he was just like, how the heck is he gonna fight like that? And it's just like, I always wear like this. Oh, as Skype hangs up.
Damn you, Skype! Damn you!
Damn you, Skype! Yeah, it's like Kanji was always like, yeah, I was always like this.
I still love that game.
I like how like when okay, pretty much like, you know, the whole element with Persona 4, like, you know, with the shadows and your real self, and then I type.
You failed.
I failed. Like the whole Persona 4 and your other side.
Yeah.
It felt really weird for the Persona 3 characters to be doing it, to be apparently seeing it like that suddenly, because in Persona 3, pretty much they saw just the shadows as just monsters.
Yeah,
they didn't see them as, like, you know, the dark sides of everyone's feelings, and then I died again, so I didn't.
I still wonder what... How did you die?
Those stupid energy beams.
I want to know what Atlas is going to do for Persona 5.
I really hope that it continues on from where Persona 4 Arena left off. Instead of just like, you know, Persona 4 Arena pretty much just set up an entire story for like the next game.
Because it's like, what happened? Who did that?
Yeah, it's like, and I don't want it to be like an entire new cast of characters. Labrys, fine. Adding Elizabeth to the actual story instead of just, you know, having her be a resident of the Velvet Room.
I would love to see Margaret as a resident of the Velvet Room again.
I know. Like, you know, because pretty much, like, you know, those Persona 3 and Persona 4 had like the best characters out of the entire.
Better than Persona 2, Persona 1, where it's like, I'm depressed.
The other thing is, one of my younger sister's friends, he's played them, and he even agrees that they're just a bunch of mopey people.
Great. So we're in a convention full of emos, I guess.
I mean, yes. Persona 3's main characters still look this, like, pretty much look like this weird, like this mopey kid, like this emo kid.
Wow, Persona 4's main character.
Okay, okay, what the heck just happened? Eggman decided to just, like, do a 360. He was, like, spun around for, like, no reason. He's like,
Ballerina Eggman!
It's not the Olympics yet.
No, I was saying, like, something like Ballerina Waluigi.
I still hate it how Sega made this boss so freaking cheap.
I know,
like,
but that's Sega's legacy. They make bosses that are cheap.
Well, I mean, this one is beyond cheap, because pretty much half of the Egg Emperor's... Yeah, he's OP. His energy beams can constantly hit you. Like, even during your invincibility frames, they can still hit you. He has a... Okay. He has a move that's unavoidable, and I died.
Could have sung to him.
I know, I was trying to get close enough to do so. But it's like he has a charge attack that is unavoidable.
I can understand that, yes, the boss is very cheap, and I really think Sega should have not made this, but I think they were actually trying to add some bit of difficulty.
Yeah.
Because the game, I gotta admit, Sonic Heroes not that much in difficulty.
Yeah. But this feels like it's a little too much. The rockets, I mean, okay, you could easily avoid those, you know, just like move a little faster.
The beams you can jump over and move out of the way.
Yeah.
But
the charge unavoidable, really.
Especially he also goes for you in the air. If you're looking behind in the air, it's like, I'm trying to catch up to you.
Nope.
One time he charged me while I was falling to my death. I was like, I'm dying! Charge!
Because you fell behind. You have to be at a set distance, and after that he'll charge at you.
But I was
But
already
it still bugs me that his energy attack, his energy shots, that even during invincibility frames, just like the freaking big armor guys,
yeah,
it goes straight through the invincibility frames.
So stupid.
Like, and also even if you're still on the ground, like you're still like laying there on the ground after you got hit once, they'll still hit you.
I fail.
Even though your invincibility frame lasts for like 2 seconds in this game, but
yeah.
But still, it's like pretty. This is just like the OP boss.
And please do a favor me, don't be like some gamer people that always say OP and GG like every 5 seconds.
I know, but
please don't.
I know what OP means. I just
found out what OP means.
I don't even know what the heck GG means.
Good game.
Yeah. Like, even when like it doesn't even like good about it, people just like suddenly just say GG. It's like nothing. There we go.
Defeated
the rockets got hit me one last time.
It looks like he's farting.
Fart like you never farted before.
Inspector's tail wags.
I'm actually in blue finally.
Yay, finally. God.
Yeah, for my efforts, I did not deserve it. We'll talk about some of the weird Sonic mechanics in the next story.
Yeah, they get really weird in the next one. You mean after all?
By the way, remember those keys?
He just beats the door down. Good detective. As your arrow is on SBO's chest. Yes, we're totally gonna trust Eggman saying he'll pay us.
Yeah.
They pretty much know you're not conquering the world. You know, he says he doesn't have any money, but here's the thing.
How's he gonna make all this crap? I think instead of stinging Charmy, he actually just kicks living hell out of him. Anyway, see you next story.
Yeah!